Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Lost Mine of Phandelver. How is everybody doing tonight?
Excellent.
I'm doing pretty good. Didn't catch on fire today, so that's always a bonus.
Got my coconut cookies.
I'm sorry, coconut cookies?
They're like this. They're the kind that are like really, really cinnamon, not so much coconut.
Okay. And yes, I'm doing well. I'm ready for this. I'm excited. Let's do it.
All right then. On a side note, people watching may notice something different about the overlay. There is a brand new cup because this week we hit affiliate, so that's great.
Woo!
Pretty excited about that, actually.
Good job.
Excited enough to start a giveaway. I'm going to give away like a $20 Steam game.
Nice.
Oh, thank God! I thought
Oh,
I was
good.
prize.
You're not good enough for a prize.
So, so that'll be up for the stream. Pangus, you're already in it. You know that. Yeah, I'm pretty much doing that this week. So, who would like to give us a summary of what happened last time?
I'd like to give the summary to this time.
All right, go for it.
Roger that. And last time in D&D, we join our heroes who have decided to go pay the town master a visit to get some information on the bandits of the town. They didn't get much information out of him. MacLeod found some other interesting information that the old man didn't want to talk about. They also found a job to go hunt down some orcs that, according to the town master, is saying like, yeah, they're not gonna do it. They're above this pay raise. I'm like, And then we set off with our young goblin friend Spear and crew to go and rescue the human that, you know, he was in trouble. We rescued him. And upon entering the cave, Gregory decided to say hello inside the cave and immediately got attacked by two goblins outside.
Hello.
That's exactly what he said.
Yes, he did.
Upon entering the cave, we found three wolves chained to the wall after killing off those two goblins like butter, because they both got one shot, as I recall. And upon speaking with these wolves, they were very hungry and basically almost ate someone after killing off the other two. Yeah, I was able to calm it down and actually like more or less befriend it, except he went to sleep, so I didn't get a chance. Upon going further down the cave, we found out this place is actually a booby trap with like a dam, and everyone kept getting flushed down the stream, or at least attempted to. Gregory did get flushed down the stream once. Hit his head for like 1 damage. He's alright though.
The first piece of damage I took in the entire campaign,
And
but by far not the last of it.
Actually, no, you got shot by two goblins in the back of the leg.
Got shot in the knee, you remember? Arrow to the knee?
Oh yeah.
Yep. And after that, we basically covertly stealthed through this whole, most of this dungeon, basically, undetected.
You're welcome.
What do you mean, you're welcome? I didn't work for that. Anyways, and upon killing those goblins in the dam room, we found the bugbear Clark and his two goblins and wolf. And immediately, Gregory decided to just walk in and say hello again before Mila stopped him. and had Moxie fly onto this cart of good right here.
Give me a sec, I'll ping it.
That's the spot there. And immediately Moxie was destroyed. She'll be back though, I'm sure.
10 gold later. 10
And
gold
after
later.
killing off 2 goblins who appeared out of nowhere, Gregory immediately stepped in and was immediately surprised to hit by the bugbear Clark, and he went down. He almost died. By like 1 damage was off, but thank God.
A lot of me in this recap. I like it.
What do you want from us? Immediately afterwards, the 3 of us went toe to toe with Clark. Unfortunately, he was a tough man. That bugbear was tough. Knocked out Mila next in one shot.
Knocked me out trying to protect the hellowing necromancer.
That's right.
For some reason.
So after that point, it was only me and only Corin and Sahara was up and running, able to fight. I provided support from the back with some magic while she stood the front lines. And his wolf was put to sleep because apparently he was also still in hiding. With no resolve left to do, Clark immediately ran and booked it down that hill. He didn't die from falling because, he succeeded. However, he did die to the wolf at the bottom of that hill. Afterwards, we waited about 2 hours for everyone else to get up, where we went into the other room and met with what was I remember the goblins, the leader of the another tribe of goblins, basically.
Yes.
That basically wanted to revolt against Clark. Foolishly thought it was a good idea to try and backstab us by basically what's the one for it? I guess fingers
Kirby
crossed
step
around
on
that. Somewhere around there. Anyways, basically he messed up. He died. He's dead. Rest of them are dead. All these goblins are dead. There was 6, 7 goblins in this room. They're all dead.
Yeah, that's about right.
They all died because 2 of them jumped off the cliff and died. And Mila, with her acrobatics and bow practice, shot what's his name? Yamil, I believe, right in the throat. Close enough.
Yimik, something like that.
Yeah, right in the throat, and he's dead on the floor, down the cliff in front of me. And now we're waiting for our companion here to wake up in about, I think, 1 hour, I believe.
It was 4 hours. However, it is pretty late, so.
Yeah, and we're gonna take a long rest, which we are now level 2.
Yes, you all achieved level 2.
And,
Congratulations.
Yeah, and that's where we're going to continue from. Let's do this.
Alright, so you make sure you set up camp, you get your watch order in, people, because you never know if there's going to be a patrol coming back or not, but the night goes by uneventful. Let me do something real quick. When y'all wake up, Sildar, the human man that you had rescued, has lit the campfire and is currently cooking some food as you stir awake.
Ben's nose twitches and scurries over to where he smells the food cooking.
Oh, food's good.
Corin, where'd you go? You suddenly disappeared.
Right away! Right away!
Sorry, so the key I had set for push to talk.
Oh, so Corin sleptwalked down to the stream and got flushed downstream.
No.
So this gentleman, I don't know if I gave him any description in that first session, but he looks about 50 years old. Blonde hair. He's currently wearing rags and beaten up a bit, obviously, because, well, he was here the whole time. But he greets you all warmly as you begin to stir. Oh, hello again. Might you have been the ones who rescued me, I guess? Considering that, they're all dead.
Yes. We did kill them all.
Mila nods as she just picks up Ben by the scruff of his neck, pulling him back as he's trying to carry a big chunk of.
You're welcome, by the way.
And I do thank you for that. I was hoping to set out soon to get back to Phandelver. I don't have any coin on me now, but I'm more than willing to pay you some gold for an escort back to the town.
And we'll be more than willing to accept.
That's excellent, just excellent.
Can I draw in the dirt some like a notes asking him what does he remember about being captured? Like, where's the other guy?
Alright, so this is what he will tell you, because you have been asking. They will also tell you this, like, stuff as you're heading back. But the three Rockseer brothers, Gundren, Tharden, and Nundril, recently located the entrance to the long-lost Wave Echo Cave, the site of the mines of Phandelver's Pact. The bugbear, Clarg, was ordered to waylay Gundren and ship him off to the Black Spider. He had a map that showed the location of the secret location of the cave, but the goblins took it. You guys saw the empty scroll case on the horses. But he believes that Clarg sent Gundren and the map to a hideout called Cragmaw Castle. He doesn't know where it is, but he thinks someone in Phandelver might know. And he says that he has a contact in Phandelver, a wizard by the name of Yarno Albrick, that traveled to town 2 months ago to establish order. And since he hadn't heard from him in that time, he was sent to investigate. I'll send you back to this map here, because we are done with Cragmaw Hideout. In hindsight, I realize I should have freaking roleplayed that, but I apologize.
Let's go.
But you do have like half a day's worth of travel to get back to Phandelver.
Alright. Well, Sahar will speak up and say, if we need to get you back to Phandelver, then we should probably head out. We shouldn't wait too long since, we don't know if there's any goblins coming back.
Quick question. If it was goblins that ambushed and took them to the hideout, how does he feel about our companion right now?
Well, seeing as how he's with you and not causing any trouble, and you guys seem, or at the very least, Gregory seems alright with him. He doesn't seem too perturbed. He's eyeing him a little bit, but that's about it.
I'm gonna go ahead and keep walking, but I'm gonna put myself between our goblin and Gun.
And, Sildar?
Yeah, so
Alrighty. That's fine.
Sahar will keep an eye on the goblin the whole time.
I will too, but but for a different reason. He's my buddy.
Since you weren't here last session, the goblin actually did attack his own allies last session and helped with the final battle.
Okay.
I'll just play some music to keep everyone entertained.
Actually, can I get in front of everybody, keep an eye out for traps since there was traps on the way to the high?
Sure, you roll a perception check, and Corin roll a performance. Okay, Corin, it's been a long night. The performance is alright, but you've had much better. And Mila, you do see the old traps that you set back off that were you passed on the way there, but they have not been reset, and you do not find anything else. You see some squirrels and stuff, but nothing that really catches your eye as being hostile. And Ben is on Corin's shoulder.
Enjoying the music, his own little fan club.
Hooray.
Sahar will just continue to keep an eye out for any possible enemies.
All right. Well, you're making your way back to Phandelver. No issues. I will send you to that map because we can. So you enter town. As you do, Sildar gives out a long sigh, and not a sigh of just a sigh of oh thank God I'm finally here. He definitely seems much more at ease. He says, "My friends, let us secure lodgings. I'm told the local inn is very quaint."
Oh, it is.
It's very nice.
Oh, you've been there already.
Oh yeah, when we dropped off the caravan.
Do I still see my mark on the outside of the provisions building of the thieves' camp?
Yes, you do.
Is anyone in the provisions right now, or could I try to restock on medical?
Oh, Barthen is, of course. It's roughly the middle of the day, so it's about as busy as a small town can be.
I'm going to grab Gregory's arm and drag him into the provision, shoving him towards the.
Oh dear, what's going on here? What?
Sahar will just follow. She won't say anything.
I'm gonna
I'll
keep
back up.
I'm gonna keep nudging Gregory towards him, like try to make him talk as I sneak towards the back of the.
Who am I speaking to?
Hang on, I had the name.
Well, it is called Barthen's Provisions.
Elmar Barton.
Oh, do you sell general goods, sir?
Yeah, we met yesterday.
Oh, excellent. And I don't remember that. Anyway, I'd like to purchase some charcoal, herbs, and and incense, please.
Oh,
Like a
certainly. How much would you like?
Oh,
While he's talking, can I go to the back to see if there's any more medical kits been
Like behind the counter?
I thought it was on a shelf last time.
It more or less was, but just. I mean, you can find them easy enough. There's maybe 2 kits on the shelf.
Is there any health potions, or is it just a regular general store?
It's just a regular general store.
Can I go ahead and try to swipe one of the kits?
I guess. Go. You may try. However, if he catches you, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I gotta be honest.
I'm gonna wait till his back's turned to get the charcoal things Gregory's asking to make it a little bit easier.
Well, go ahead and roll it. If you're trying to put it in your cloak. Okay. As you grab for it, he speaks up. Can I help you, miss?
Hearing that, I just quickly put it on the counter and I hold out some money, trying to figure out how much it costs.
Oh, let's take a look here. I think it's 5 gold, but I'm gonna double check. Healer's kit.
And I only have 3 copper pieces in my hand at the time.
Yeah, a healer's kit's 5 gold. He is not gonna take it for 3 copper.
No. I'm gonna still take out maybe 5 more silver and just hold those coins out to him.
Oh, I'm sorry, miss. This is 5 gold pieces. That's not quite enough to pay for this.
I'll just put the coin back in my pocket, just look really sad and cough a little.
Okay. And for you, sir, here, let me get this out here quick. And he rushes around a little bit under the counter and pulls out some incense and some charcoal. You said you wanted 10 gold worth?
yes, and herbs, too. And a brass brazier, if you have it.
That's a rather strange, Okay.
It's magic, son.
Of course it is. I'm gonna see if he has one. Huh? He does. He does indeed have one. Oh, right. I think I have one in the back somewhere. I'll be right back. And he walks in the back.
Oh, excellent.
You can still see him, however. He is not... He does have eyes shut of the store. But he,
I stand.
What?
I stand in place.
Yeah.
This is my intention here.
I know this is your intention. I'm just talking about the other intention.
Oh.
Who, me?
I wonder who that could have been.
I'm just a poor girl. I don't know what you're talking about.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, son. She doesn't common very well.
Anyway, he returns with this kind of it's brass. It's kind of old though. This came in a while ago, and I don't really have much of a use for it. It's just gathering dust, and it seems pretty old, so I'll let it go for 5 silver pieces.
I'll hand him the 10 gold pieces and the 5 silver pieces. Done deal.
Very well. Thank you for your patronage.
Do they have string there, or some a twine or anything like that? Not rope, but something.
I'd say you'd be able to get some string, sure.
Can I purchase like 10 foot of string?
Absolutely. Let me take a look at how much that might be.
Oh, and I forgot to ask last time. I remember taking one of the leather goblin shields. Can I get some leather off that shield, or is it super attached? I can't cut it.
I mean, I guess theoretically you can cut it on the sides, but it wouldn't be a whole lot. It might be enough to make armor for your friend, or a clothing for your friend.
That is what I was hoping for. Thank you.
That'll... Oh, some string, of course. That'll be about, 2 copper?
I nod my head and just put 2 copper pieces on the table.
Very well, thank you for your patronage, and he will hand you 10 feet of string.
And one last thing, do you have a set of common clothes meant for, say, a halfling?
Oh, I suppose I do.
How much would you want for one?
For a halfling, that's about, 5 silver.
Deal. I'll hand him the 5 silver for that.
Alright, and you now have halfling-sized clothes.
Okay, I'm going to hand them to Spear.
Wait, has he been naked this entire time?
I assume he's been wearing like a loincloth and like some cloth around the shoulders or something. That's been my assumption.
He's got very nasty armor and rags.
Yeah, I bought him some decent clothing.
Master gave Dobby a sock!
Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty
boy.
much how he's, reacting. Gregory is just his best friend.
I have a question.
Shoot.
Did anyone get the rope from before?
Which rope?
There was the rope we used to climb the bridge, and there was also the one she used for the
I'd say you retrieved that.
sweet. I have 100 feet of rope then.
Can I write a note to the Barthen saying Taylor with a question mark? Like, I'm looking for a Taylor.
A tailor. That's interesting.
Or a leathersmith.
Let me think for a second. Crap, I just got rid of one of my NPC things. Shit. Trying to think if figure out if there is someone that would be able to do that, or if that would be some more specialized thing.
I think like maybe even a housewife would know how to do basic sewing, I would assume.
I may have something for that. If you feel like getting in some magic involved.
I feel like I would be able to, despite the fact that I'm not the proficient in it.
I mean, unfortunately, the closest we have in town is our smith, who apparently doesn't have a fucking name.
His name is John Smith.
Yeah, it may as well be, huh?
Where's Pocahontas?
And he is the Smith.
Do any of us have a map of this town so we know where things are at?
Sildar kind of has an idea of where it is, so if you want to find something, he might be able to tell you. And you also have the, you can see the map right now that we have, so...
So I'd like to ask Sodar, do you know where I can find a a blue like a sub store with like a blue lion for its emblem.
A what?
A blue lion.
Oh, the blue line. Oh yes, that's You're talking about that stuff that you found.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be the lion at the Lion Shield Coster. It's across from the Town Master's Hall. Right there on the map.
That's what I thought. I'm gonna let everyone know I'm going over there.
Okay.
Sahar will walk up to Barthen and say, "So, do you have a gold bar I can buy?"
To Barthen?
Yes.
Yes, of course. That would be 2 gold for a crowbar.
Alright, she hands him the gold.
And he hands you a crowbar.
After she hands him the gold, she will say to him, "Can I also have some perfume?"
Sure, I think I have a little bit in stock, although it's a bit more pricey. That's 5 gold for a vial.
She hands him 5 gold.
Okay, he rummages around a little bit, hears some clinking glass, and he comes up with a vial of perfume for you. For your 5 gold.
Can I take the 3 gold teeth out of the party loot and just shove it, like, almost in his face, like, wondering what he would give her?
Well, you can get a lot of stuff for that. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in the handbook, so if you want some, that's I'll leave it up to you what you want to get.
I'm just gonna scratch my head and kind of rub my fingers together like money.
Sorry, I'm having a hard time trying to figure out what are you trying to get out of this?
I want to know how much money I can get for all 3 teeth.
Oh, the teeth. I'm sorry. I did not catch that. I forgot about those teeth. He sort of looks at him and then taken aback a little bit. Where did you get these?
I'm just gonna drag my finger across my head and my neck and then point at our goblin friend, smiling like just big smile.
Oh.
We got them from a goblin cave to the north.
Oh, okay. I guess these could be smelted to take the... Yeah, okay, just take this. He hands you 3 gold pieces, and just...
I shake my head, pulling back a little bit, trying to show more money, wanting more money.
No, you're really lucky that I give you that. He is very disgusted at the look in these teeth, but...
Can I glare at him just as he's looking, like, showing how much these took out of?
Even so, there's only so much you can get out of fucking teeth. Gold teeth.
I was gonna shove them back in my pocket, disgruntled.
I would.
He was giving you the 3 gold for him.
Oh, I would have given you 3 gold pieces for him.
I raised my eyebrow, looking at the necromancer, trying to ponder what he needs teeth.
Don't worry about it.
I will hesitantly give him one of the gold teeth and put the gold coin in our party.
Okay.
So Gregory now has 1 gold tooth, and we have another gold piece in our party.
Very well.
Thank you.
After watching this encounter, Sahar will turn back to Barthen and, do you happen to have a tent for sale?
Oh, sure, we got a couple tents. What kind of, just like a single person, 2-person?
Single person will do.
That'll be 1 gold piece.
She hands it to him.
Okay, you now own a tent. A single person tent.
I'm gonna nod my head and just start heading to the smithy, putting my hood up so no one sees my face outside of the.
Okay. And here we will cut to Corin, who is currently heading toward the Lion Shield Custer. As you approach, hanging above the front door of this modest trading post is a sign shaped like a wooden shield with a blue lion painted on it.
Yep, this is the place, alright. I walk in.
Ding 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 ding. Alright, let me get the right person here. Behind the counter, you see a human woman about mid-30s. Oh, hello there. Please come in. How may I help you today?
Hi, are you the owner of the Lion Shield Coster?
Indeed I am. What brings
Very
you
good.
here?
Well, actually, just letting you know that we found some very interesting stuff in a cave to the north.
What do you mean by interesting stuff?
Well, it seems that an entire shipment from some thieves was actually stolen, and they kept it with them for some reason.
What kind of shipment?
I didn't really look inside of it, but it had the images of a blue lion.
It had our logo.
Yes.
I've known that some bandits have raided our caravans, but didn't know who was responsible. And you say it's to a cave to the north?
Yes, by a bugbear named Clark. He's dead now.
Very good. Where is this cave exactly?
Just like northwest from town. Basically, you just go along the.
She pulls out a map
sidewalk.
and slams it on the table, and asks
Yeah,
you
just
to.
point out to where it is.
Yes, very good. You've done me good this day. Please take this. And she hands you a sack of 50 gold pieces. 50. If there's anything I can do to
Nice.
help you, please let me know. And I'll help you any way I can.
Tell me, what do you sell here?
I sell, mostly adventuring goods like, give me a second. Where the fuck is it? It was here a second ago. I have, armor and weapons. For those with the skill to wield them.
Do you have any potions of healing?
Oh, I'm afraid not. Not much of that here in town, I'm afraid.
I see. Tell me a bit about the this group of bandits that invested in town recently.
Oh, the Red Brands. You know, for a while I thought they might have been the ones responsible for my caravans going missing. I refuse to do business with them. They're trouble.
Understandable.
I don't think you should go seeking trouble with them, and try to avoid the Sleeping Giant tap house. That's where they hang out.
Roger that.
If that's all you wish to know, I must get back to it. I need to contact someone about getting a wagon up to that cave and retrieving our stuff. Thank you very much for the information. I greatly appreciate it.
And it's not trouble. Please don't mind me. I'm just gonna browse the shop just a little bit here before I take my leave.
Okay. You may do so. Looking for anything in particular?
Yeah, they have a short bow.
Yeah, you can find a short bow in here.
Yeah, I'll take one short bow.
It's 25 gold, by the way. You didn't snag one off a goblin?
I thought those goblins were like pretty bad in shape.
They are functional, they just look kind of shitty. You probably won't be able to get much out of selling one. We can retcon to say you grabbed one if you want.
Nah.
Okay.
I thought I grabbed one and shoved it in his hands when he borrowed my bow.
You could have left it behind, so.
Nah, I don't buy then.
Okay. Who knows, you could come across one later. Anything else for you, Corin?
Probably it. I'll probably head us to this right now.
Alright. Why is there nothing on the fucking smithy? Nothing in this freaking book.
So that means they can do what I want, and they are one of God's people, so they want to do as goodwill for.
Nice try.
They are by the Shrine of Luck. You never know; they could be a holy person.
Alright, we'll go ahead and switch over to you. So you walk across the street, hood up. You see a sign, just like a metal sign that looks like an anvil just hanging on the post at front. It just says Smithy. Not much to it, I'm afraid.
Wait, I have the name here.
To the Smithy?
Is it Bagman's?
No, I don't believe there's anything for the Smithy.
Alright, I was just here at Dagger and Iron Forge, but I don't know.
I don't know where you got that, man.
Fair enough.
Gotta be honest, I have no idea where you got that.
I just looked it up.
Just random shit, okay. Alright, so you enter... I assume you enter the smithy. Miss... Mila? Are you still alive?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You enter the smithy. It smells of burning metal, coal, and sulfur. And you can hear a loud banging in the back.
I shall cautiously approach.
Oh, good day, Missy. You see a dwarf about 4'6", very dirty. He's got a large blacksmith hammer in his right hand, and he looks to be currently working on a sword. How can I help you to this fine day?
I'm gonna tap my throat twice and then sign. Do you know sign language?
He looks at you confused.
I'll just sign, pull a piece of paper, asking, can he tailor armor? Has to get it off to him.
What kind of armor are you looking to get?
I'll hand him the piece of leather I got from the shield, and then I'll take Ben out of my pocket, holding Ben out of my hand.
Oh, that's... You want this for them? For him?
We both nod.
Okay, that's a little, unorthodox, but, let's see here. And he attempts to just feel the leather on this shield. It's kind of nasty, but he deals with like dirt and stuff all day, so I guess I could, but I don't know how good of a job I'd do, I'm afraid. I mean, I could certainly give it a try if you would like.
I'll give him a small smile and nod encouragement.
Did I come along, or...?
I don't know. I was doing the same thing. Like, where's Gregory? Where's Sahara? I have no idea.
I was planning on giving it a sub by the Schmitty.
The smithy? What did you need in the smithy?
I was planning on looking up some new gear for Spear.
Ew. He does have a short sword and a short bow and a goblin shield. Unless you
Yeah.
guys took that. No, he would have got some, yeah.
Yeah. So they were all shitty quality, though.
Well, it's goblin stuff, man. It's been used a lot and it's
Got his
dirty.
actor clothes now, and it's fine.
I got 2 goblin scimitars.
I don't think he's a dual wielder.
And I got an extra shield after I cut the one up for Ben.
He's already got one.
Roll a persuasion check to see how much this might cost.
Me?
Yes.
Ah, crud.
How charismatic are you?
I'm a mute. Not that much.
Yeah, but you can still have a force of personality, which is pretty much what charisma is. Okay.
That's high for me, 11. That's pretty good for me.
I guess I could use some of the metal from these swords, but it's not a whole lot. And I guess the shield could be good if I mess up. Can
I show up the goblin scimitar, see if you use the metal from that to help save them some material?
Yeah, that's what he's pretty much saying right now. With the 2 goblin scimitars and the shield can be used in case he messes up and needs more leather. However, this will cost, along with the weapons, it'll cost 2 gold.
Both the scimitars?
Yes.
I'll nod, and we're definitely hesitantly take out the 2 gold pieces as well. They're just glaring at.
Make it 1 gold. Because they're not in great condition. There's very little he can actually get out of it.
Okay, I gave him the one gold piece, the 2 goblin scimitars, and the 1 goblin shield.
Okay. I'll have this. I'll try to have this ready in about 3 days.
I'll nod and put my hands together, bow my head like a thanks, and then I go to leave to find my companion.
Before you leave, I do need to take a couple measurements, if you wouldn't mind.
I slap my head with a silent chuckle because I can't really do nothing. And I'll turn around, holding Ben out again.
All right, he carefully has a little like measuring tool that he gets the tiny measurements on this little rat. Okay, yes, that'll be good. Pleasure. I will see you in 3 days.
I pause for a moment, and then once again I write down the gentleman's name I'm looking for on the piece of paper with the question.
Oh, sorry, I never heard of the man.
I nod, thinking the only person who has heard of him so far was the guy from the inn.
That was the town master, actually.
Town master, yes. Just dawned on me. I was looking at the map.
That's fine.
And then I walk away.
Okay. Is Corin coming back to the group?
Yes.
All right, you about this time, you all seem to meet each other somehow. Some crazy coincidence. All meet each other just at the same time out on the road.
I mean, it's a small town. It's just bound to happen.
And you can see Sildar running up to you. He looks like he has some actual clothes on this time and a better sword. It's still not his sword, but it's better than nothing. Oh, I'm glad I saw you. Here, and he hands you 50 gold for helping him get back to town.
Neat.
Oh, excellent.
So 12 apiece and then 2 in the party.
Yep.
Why 12 apiece?
You said it was 50 gold, right?
Yes, and you got 50 from the other place too, so you have 100 total.
He's right.
Oh, does our friend tell us he got money from that other guy, or no?
Yes.
Okay, that's 25 each.
Yep. 25 gold each.
We're rich.
Ish.
Nah.
49 gold is a lot to the normal person in this world.
It really is. Farmers
we're
make...
definitely above. We're definitely above peasants at the moment.
Yeah, they don't make a whole lot. But, Sildar says, thank you again for helping me get here. Now, I need to do some research to see if I can find Yarno. And, get in touch with my contacts, any contacts I might have here. I also need to go talk to the town master. If you haven't spoken with him already, he may like having a new face, but I will see you guys later. And he walks toward the town master's hall. What would you like to do?
Well, the next thing we wanted to do was get Gundren back, right?
I thought we were going to check out the red brands, though.
We can also do that.
I was told to be careful of the red bands. They're not people we want to be messing around with.
I just had the best idea ever. Let's split the party. Half of us can deal with the red brand, and the other half can get Gundren done. Half the time saved.
Can I slap him in the back of the head, or is this a no physical contact type of...
I would like to assist with the slapping.
You can try to slap a necromancer.
You can try to slap him through the internet, and that's fine, but I don't know if it's going to do you much good.
What do we roll?
Roll an attack.
I believe that would be either strength. I think that'd just be a strength.
Roll
check, right?
a D10 billion to break the fabric of space-time.
Do you want to do strength versus dexterity, or...
I'm a sporting man. Let's see if you can beat my armor class.
Of 12 or 11.
So
I'm
just a
willing to
strength
take
roll?
the thought. I'm a gambling man, and want to bet 5 gold to see who can hit me and who can't. Oh, you did too soon.
Anyway, what would you, in seriousness, there is, a few places you could potentially, do here, but where would you like to go?
Would the woodworker have better bows than what I have, or is it too small of a town?
You have a decent one. They wouldn't have anything better, like stat-wise.
Can I go back to the town master's hall to see if I can get some more information about my guy I'm looking for?
Do you all go?
I will.
As it stands, I don't see anything else better to do.
Yeah, Sahar will follow.
I
I'm
mean,
sure somewhere along the way you'll need some magic.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
If you guys just suddenly need the room completely covered in grease, I'm your guy.
Jesus Christ.
Sahar will turn to Gregory after he says that and say, magic does not solve all things.
I jokingly pull out a torch.
I've never once heard anyone say that once in my entire life. I've heard the opposite. Most
Alright,
people I know say magic solves
give me a
every
bit
problem.
here.
So here's the battle strategy. We break down the door, I cover the red brand in grease, and you guys negotiate.
Gregory, you do know we're not going there, right?
Oh. Fully.
I point to the hall again.
Does the hall need to be covered in grease?
No.
I rub my chin thinking about it, and then shake my hand side to side like maybe.
Okay, we need to think of some kind of sign you can give me if a room ever suddenly needs to be covered in grease.
I just pull my torch out and show you the torch.
That's not a very good sign whether you're not holding a torch.
Where is
Then no grease.
this thing?
That doesn't make any sense with you people.
Speaking of which, how long is it going to be till Moxie comes back?
I have to cast the spell. It takes about an hour to cast the spell, that's why I'm waiting.
Alright, so you were heading toward the town master's hall?
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright, so as you approach, you see Sildar, seemingly speaking with three gentlemen. The three gentlemen are wearing these very obvious red cloaks around their necks and down their back.
I suddenly pay a lot of attention to a torch.
I'm gonna hold my finger up to be very quiet. Have they noticed us coming in, or...
I think it's on the outside.
This is on the outside.
Sahar will nonchalantly place one of her hands on a scimitar.
Can we hear what they're talking about, or are we too far away?
No, but, the guy in the center stops for a second. My. If it isn't little Mila. Mila, I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw, and everybody roll initiative.
Oh shit.
Mila, that wasn't a save, but that would have failed. You are currently afraid of this man, and you cannot move.
I know this man, don't I?
Oh, you know this man very well.
You put my head up, you recognize me?
Go ahead and roll initiative. Okay, gotta add you. Add turn. Alright, let's see how Sildar does.
I like how I only have a +1 to initiative, but I still always get like the highest.
That's crazy, right?
Initiative.
Me too.
And our red brand friends. I almost cleared it. That would have been bad. Alright. Where is my... There it is. Sahar, you are the first to act. What do you do?
Do they seem like actively hostile towards this, right?
Not yet. However, Mila looks extremely afraid. And the guy in the center is just smiling and slowly making his way over.
Sahara will move up next to Mela. And she will, not draw her scimitars yet, but just place a hand on them and hold her action until one of the red cloaked men try to make an attack of any kind.
Okay. Gregory.
First off, I'm going to move to right here. And you're gonna hate me. I'm gonna agree.
Do it!
Where are you greasing?
Let's see, I believe... Yeah, I want the center point to be right here.
Right there?
Yeah, we'll get all four of them.
It is a 10-foot square, and that center one is Sildar.
Yeah, I'm aware.
A 10-foot square is that's 10-foot square.
Oh. Okay, fair enough. There's no way to grease this just right. Yeah, I guess another day then. I'm just gonna do a proper magical attack. Magic missile. I'll be sporty about it. I'm gonna give each one of them one magic missile.
Okay, so in order, top to bottom.
Yep. I want the big one to be going towards the guy with the fist. That guy.
Okay. Pew, pew,
The
pew.
grease almost worked.
I do have a little bit of lag with my inputs, so this... Alright. And there you go. And that ends your turn?
And I'm going to move here.
Of course you are.
I don't want to get hurt.
Sildar will... He will... Yo, what are you doing? He will have his sword out, but he is going to take the dodge action. Let's see, which one is good for that? I guess that'll work. These two ruffians will look at their boss and say, "This is the one you were talking about, boss." Yeah, she is pretty. As that one gets close, Sahar.
Yes.
One has approached. Actually, two have approached and are just... They have drawn their swords. And are going to attempt to strike. One's going to try to strike you, and the other's going to try to strike Mila.
Alright. So, I will... Now, I don't have my bonus action.
Correct.
Because I held my action. So, I can only attack once. And I will do so with... Sahar will draw both of her scimitars. And make one attack on the guy in front of him.
Okay. That hits. Ugh. I shouldn't have done that, Missy. And he's going to take 2 swings at you. That's a miss. And that's also a miss. So, whoosh, whoosh. You nimbly just sidestep. You don't even need the sidestep, he's just frantically missing. As for the other one, Mila, this one is going toward you. What's your AC?
14?
Just barely hits. For 4 damage. And the other one, ooh, this is good.
When you say this is good, is it good for you or for me?
As in, he rolled a natural 1.
Nice.
He stabbed himself in the foot.
No, but he does lose one of his short swords. So that guy currently only has 1 weapon on him. Mila, it is, I would like you to make, you cannot move this turn. Can you make me another wisdom saving throw?
Ouch.
Man, you are still shaken and you cannot break this fear as this man just dead-eye stares at you.
I wanted to face him on my own terms. I wasn't expecting this.
Corin, it is your turn.
Right. I see Mila in fear at this man, and this man who was swung and actually hit her. Corn decides to step up and uses.
You swing. You attempt to push your rapier toward him, and he just parries it with his 1 remaining sword.
And as a bonus action, I am giving Mila a bardic inspiration.
Okay. Mila, you do feel a little better as you have a bardic inspiration.
Do we still all have DM inspiration from last game?
Yes, you do.
Can I use 2 inspirations at once?
You can use DM inspiration and that inspiration there if you want, because that inspiration is a D6, and DM inspiration gives you advantage.
Good to know.
Does that end your turn, Corin?
Yes.
This man just slowly walks toward you, smiling. Of course, Sildar will take one sword attack at him. And hits. But he just shrugs it off. Like it's nothing. Sahar, it's your turn.
Alright, she is going to use both her action and her bonus action to attack the guy in front of her twice more.
Go for it. Hit. That's another hit. You slash him once. And you're just laughing at this guy for missing you twice. And your second strike, you get him right across the neck, severing his artery. He choked and just falls back dead.
She will then step over his body to get between the boss and Mila.
Alright. Gregory, it is your turn.
Okay, I have a fire spell, an ice spell, a necrotic spell, and three spells that can damage multiple opponents at once in dire situations. But I'm going to slap this guy across the face with my shovel.
With your shovel.
Yes, with my shovel.
Okay.
It has the same stats as a quarterstaff, so.
Yeah, okay. Is your strength 10?
Yes.
Okay, that does hit. Roll damage.
7 bludgeoning.
Very nice hit.
Pling!
Yeah, pretty much. You smack him on the head and he woozes around a little bit. Dazed.
And oh no, that was the two-handed one. Yep, that'll be my turn.
Did you have a bonus action you wanted to do?
Well, I was thinking like, oh, did I do the one-handed one? Because if so, I was going to punch him with my left hand.
Oh. I don't really
But
think you can
that
do a
was-
bonus action. That's like a monk thing, so. That's a weird.
Wow. I meant it's like a one-handed attack, but I realized afterwards I did the two-handed version. But anyway, it's
All right.
I'm happy with that outcome.
This guy still like, oh, for the love of... Stop! And he will take 2 attacks at the main dude. I hit the wrong button. Hits twice. And this dude, having been smacked in the head with the fucking shovel.
I'd like to use the term assaulted.
Right, well, he's going to make 1 attack against you because he lost his other sword. You are not going to be happy with me. I just rolled a natural 20. You have
Thank
terrible
God.
luck, Gregory.
Thank God for level 2.
You're reading it upside down. It's actually
So he got a
0,
nat
2.
20. Sorry, I had to answer my phone, but yeah, he got a nat 20 against me.
Yeah.
Am I down?
Yeah, So you take 10 damage.
Oh, I'm still up. Okay. Oh, he's got another attack. Oh, wait. He lost his other sword.
Nope, he lost his other sword.
Okay, I'm happy with this outcome.
Yeah. Mila, it is your turn. I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Clarification. I thought if you're feared, you can't move closer to the person you're fear of or attack that person. You can still attack people.
Because of this particular scenario, you cannot move.
Fair enough. Alright, I guess I'll roll wisdom with the D6 and DM Mr.
Okay, so roll with advantage. Go ahead and add a d6. Remembering all the bad things he did to you. No. That's no more. You are no longer feared. However, you still cannot, if you want, you can move, but you cannot attack this round.
I'm gonna move. Hang on, what's my speed? 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna move over here to see if maybe he'll follow me and stay away from my companion.
Do you use your bonus action to disengage?
Yes, I do.
Okay. I thought so. Wanted to make sure.
Wait, who was I engaged with? The one guy's dead. Oh, the guy who lost his sword.
Yeah,
Got it, yes. Disengage.
Cunning action is great. Corin, it is your turn.
Well, seeing as how Mila is now recovered, I am going to take care of this guy who has already swung at her, as well as Gregory, and flank him thanks to Sahar.
Alright. That'll hit. He's still standing, but he is very hurt.
Gregory, how you standing up here?
I'm doing just fine. Got plenty of spell slots left.
Alright, I'm just gonna end my turn.
Okay. Now, what will this gentleman do? Currently has some people surrounding him. His men are once dead. However, his prize is right over there. You know, I paid a lot of good money to see you again. Shame it's gonna have to end this way. He pulls out a heavy crossbow and aims it at you, Mila.
Is it a disadvantage because I'm so close?
No, you are not in melee with him.
However, the others are.
Yeah, and that doesn't mean anything.
He moved away from Sahar though. Does she get an attack of opportunity?
He did not leave her
No.
threatened space.
He did move far enough away.
However, it pings off and misses you completely. Sahar, it is your turn.
I will make one attack against the guy above me to see if
Okay.
I can down him.
Even with that +2, you do not hit.
Damn. Okay. I'll go ahead and use my bonus action to try and hit him again.
Alright, go for it. That one will do it, with a 15. So you cut this gentleman down as well. He is dead.
I'm gonna go ahead. I think I will take advantage of being level 2 and use an action surge.
Alright, you can make one more strike.
I think it says I can do 2 more. It says I get an action and a bonus action.
It said a possible bonus action. I think I read on like the Sage Advice that, or something somewhere that it's since you did use your bonus action, you did not get another one.
Yeah, it turns your bonus action into an action surge.
Okay, so
You
I'll
can
make
still make another attack. So
I will make another attack on the boss guy.
You nick him again. For 6 damage. He's starting to look a little rough, but he's still up and at him.
Well, I'm just gonna march over here, and with my shovel held high, I'm going to cast Magic Missile at him.
Nice.
Doing 12 force damage, or magic damage. Yeah, no, it is force. Cool.
He's looking very rough now.
And then I march over here.
Of course you do.
Why do I picture you kind of like a cat that walks over, smacks another cat really hard, and then darts off?
Ironically, I think I've done the most damage in this fight.
This is true. But
There's
Sahar
Sahar.
has more kills than you.
Yeah, I was kind of counting on that kill from that the guy hit with the shovel to heal me a bit, but oh well.
Sildar will... Sir, you have lost. Surrender now. You'll attempt to intimidate.
Can I give him advantage since I just cut down both of his dudes?
Even with advantage, he rolled a 6 and a 2 on his intimidation check,
Oh.
which is not a lot. And he rolled a natural 20 on his wisdom, on his insight. So he's still eyeballing the his prize, but Mila, it is your turn. The man looks very rough.
With hatred in my eyes, I'm gonna rip my cloak off so I'm not hiding underneath my cloak no more, and take off the collar around my neck, showing the permanent marks of 2 hands around my throat, and I'm gonna stalk towards him with both daggers in my hands and try to shove one of those knives deep in.
All right.
Actually, may use my rapier instead.
You may. You only get 1 attack with your rapier, though.
Fine, I'll do the dagger.
I was just telling you what happened. What's what.
Can I flank him because of Sahar?
You can flank him with Sildar, either or. You get a +2. That's a hit. Roll damn. How do you want to do this?
Sorry. I want to take that last dagger. I'm going to take it. I'm going to thrust up as high as I can in the solar plexus. Tip it just enough to get into the heart as well, and just look him dead in the eyes as I began to kick him backwards, almost against the heart, but kind of to the side a little bit, as I just watched the life drain out of his eye.
And with that, battle has ended.
If his body falls closer to Sahar, she'll she'll hold out her scimitar so that he falls on them instead of her.
Okay.
And I want to apologize for yelling. It was very exciting. Sorry about
That natural 20 was that's the icing on the cake. It really is.
Yes, it
Story
is.
moment, natural 20 is the best.
Indeed.
Yep.
So, are these red brands?
Yes, they are, Sildar replies.
Excellent. I'm going to start taking the uniform off of this one.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the other one. It's one as well.
All right, so Corin and Gregory have red brand outfits.
Well, Sahar was gonna hold one of her scimitars out before Gregory got to the body. mess not with the body. He must have honor even in death, even if he lived dishonorably.
I'm still gonna reach to undress him. Dear, I'm an undertaker. Respect for the dead is what we do. Unfortunately, what he's wearing can be useful to us.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
While they're discussing that, I'm just going to walk over to the leader, and I'm just going to make the deepest cut I can across his dead throats, and grab my choker off the ground to recover up mine.
Did I see her neck?
I'm watching this probably.
I mean, you probably do. I mean, you can roll a perception if you want.
Sure.
Yeah,
14.
you see it.
After I collect the uniform, I'll approach her about it. Why didn't you tell me it was an injury there?
I'm just gonna give a silent snarl at him, and I'm gonna just clean my blades and just take a few steps.
Oh, I don't see why she's so angry with me. I'm a necromancer. Healing's what we do. I could probably fix that up.
Healing is what they do. Yeah. Healing with like a psychological type of healing is a little bit different.
Well, it's got to be better. I'm saying in character for some reason. Well, it's got to be better than, like, not being able to speak. I get way too into Gregory.
I'm gonna loot the leader's body, not even trying to be careful with him, like almost kicking him over as I search.
Guess we only have 2 uniforms then. Excellent.
Alright, well, he has a heavy crossbow on him, a short sword, and on the bodies you find... On his cronies you find 5 gold pieces each, and on him you find 10.
5 apiece then.
Yes.
I'm gonna take the heavy crossbow and just chuck it towards Corn for Corn to...
Okay.
I don't think you can use that, darling.
You each get 75 XP for this encounter.
Wait, out story. Shadow, did you want a crossbow, or would you just want a bow?
It doesn't make much of a difference.
It actually
no.
does for that one, since I think you might not be able to use a heavy crossbow.
Bards
heavy crossbow?
Yeah, bards can only use light, or either light or hand crossbows. They definitely can't use heavies.
What about goblins?
That's up to the DM.
Since they're heavy, considered heavy, and he's a small creature, he cannot, unfortunately.
I would agree with that.
Also, just for the size, to just give you an idea, it's literally about the size of him.
Pretty much.
Okay, so we'll give Ben the crossbow and we'll call it a day. Now,
Okay, so Ben has a giant crossbow that's, Oh, no, he rolled a natural 1. He flung himself across, out of town. He's gone.
That's not how you use the crossbow.
To be fair, he could use it as a ballista.
I know, it's gonna be crazy.
Okay, I guess I'll just keep the crossbow for now and just talk it later.
I mean, Sahara Sodar could make use of it if you wished, but you could also potentially sell it. Who knows? It's in decent shape, so...
I'm going to go ahead and just take the third one as well, his uniform.
Like, they have, like, different clothing, but their main thing is that red cloak.
Ah.
And this third one is stained. with this.
Stained with red.
Yeah, but even dark red on even a bloodstain will show.
And brown.
Are you implying you shit his pants?
Oh, wait, I got something for this. I'm going to cast Prestidigitation to clean the cloak.
Okay, so you have a third cloak that is clean.
I love that I can clean things.
We
That's-
also need to get rid of these bodies.
Do we?
Can I look over at our human person and see how he's taking?
I was about to say, which human person?
I think we're all humans other than you.
I'm not
No.
human.
I'm a half elf. Sidar.
Same.
He's a little bit worried about what this could potentially start up. Because the Red Brands do have a thing here, and he was at, like, not quite, he was close to coming to blows with these guys, but not quite there. They were kind of shouting at each other.
The town master didn't hear all this, did
I got a
Let's
question
see
for
if
you.
he did.
Watch all this.
we were on his doorstep, it just dawned on me.
You were on his
Well,
doorstep.
Pretty sure it just happened right in front of the town hall. So
Yeah, so a lot of people probably have seen it. So odds are,
That's a problem then. Never mind.
they may know what. Anyway, Sodar will sigh. I'll take care of the bodies. You seem to have some history with this one, judging by how thorough you were with dispatching him.
I will look at him, probably still really angry and kind of dark in the face, and just lift up my sleeve to show the 4 numbers that were across my arm that have a lot of scar lines across them, like they were trying to be cut out with.
Yes, I see. Well, it's best that he's no longer around then. I'll take care of this, just maybe try to lay low for the rest of the day.
Sounds good.
Okay. What would you like to do now? Not quite pushing evening, but what would you like to do?
I don't think I could survive another fight.
I think I'd go to the inn to get a drink, a very large drink.
Okay.
Me and Spear go too.
yeah, so Sahar will follow.
Is there like a healer anywhere in this town by any chance?
I think I can do something about that.
Same.
No, just see like maybe she has health potions as well, or something like.
There is a someone that is a small cleric that can do some basic stuff, but may not be able to supply you with potions, but could potentially do some services for you.
Where would this be? Is that the Sister Garela's?
Yes. She takes care of the Shrine of Luck.
I think I'll start heading that way, trying to brush off as much dirt and blood off of me to look a little bit more.
Okay. Does everybody follow her?
Yeah.
All right.
I guess I'll knock on the door.
Okay, to our home. That's next to the thingy, the shrine. Oh, sorry, I misspoke. It is you get 100 total from the encounter.
Okay.
So you knock on the door. Knock, knock, knock. And the person who answers is a young elf woman. Oh, hello. Am I... Whom... with whom do I have the pleasure of speaking to?
I guess I'll sign my name and see if she recognizes it. Like, recognize the sign language, not me.
Yeah,
personally.
I get it. Oh, you are Mila?
I sigh of relief as I sign, asking if she could heal me and my friends from a accident.
What sort of accident?
I look towards my companions, hoping they will help me out here, trying to think of something.
Apparently the red mains didn't like our faces.
Oh, that lot. Yes, they've certainly been an issue around here lately. Well, come in, come in. Don't want them seeing you now, do we?
I nod thanks as I go in.
Sahar will nod and enter.
Alright.
As I enter, I like to take a look around basically the center of town before just walking in, see if anyone watch the scene.
Make a perception check. You don't really notice anything suspicious, anybody really staring at you.
Can I check see if this is like a magical place in any way with an arcana?
To see if there's any magic here?
Yeah.
Like just in this building, or...
Yeah, anything that like stands out magical wise.
You take a look around, you don't really notice anything that would seem very magical.
We came here to heal.
I can provide some healing services, yes. Only minor ones, unfortunately.
I'm gonna shoot him a look and sign an apology to the city.
Oh, no, it's quite alright. So, how can I help you today?
I got hit with a sword, right? It was the guy who got hit with a shot.
You got hit
Yes.
with a sword.
And, I think you and
I got stabbed.
Gregory are
real
the only
bad.
ones that got hurt.
Again?
I'm bleeding. Yeah, it was a nat 20.
We just gotta stay away from each other, man. Okay, so I'm just gonna walk up to her and show her the cut.
Oh, yes, I can certainly help with that. Unfortunately, I do need to charge a little bit. There's only so much I can help with. Or perhaps a favor. Would that perhaps be of interest?
Fine, I'll help you heal up your patients.
I shoot him a look before signing. What favor do you need of us? Or can I ask? Did we even get her name yet?
Oh, Sister Garelli.
I'll sign asking her what favor did the sister need of us.
Give me 1 second. I'll give you a handout of her. Wait, I can just do this. Okay, so she tells you, you see, I went seeking an answer, looking for a certain spell book. I sought out Agatha. She is a banshee, but she seems to be attuned to finding things. I was unable to get the location of it, but perhaps you may have better luck. Perhaps maybe show her this, or trade it to her, and she pulls out this jeweled silver comb. I'm hoping her vanity might be able to be a good trade for an answer. I see that this spellbook I'm looking for is from a legendary mage named Bo Gentle.
Do I recognize that name?
You may roll a history check. Nothing really rings a bell to you.
And it was a banshee, correct?
Yes.
And she said she knew the rough location of this creature, or is it something with the
Yes, she is near Connieberry. Give me a second, and I will. She shows you on a map roughly where that is. Roughly about right there. See, I simply must know what happened to this for my work. The people I work with would be very much wanting to know what happened to this item. If you would do this for me, I would be more than willing to heal your wounds here, and upon return, give you some healing potions as well.
I sign heal us before we leave, or heal us when we come back?
Heal before you leave, potions after you come back.
I like a clarity of how many.
3 of them.
In case you guys are wondering, that's a 150 gold value of healing.
We have 2.
And you also have the added value of being fully healed right now.
First, I'm going to thank her for healing us, for our gratitude, and then I'm going to turn to the party, hold up the orc sign we originally took, and kind of say orc for banshee to see what their.
No, they're nowhere near each other.
From my understanding, as a banshee is a bit difficult to deal.
Yeah, I think we all have a general idea on how to deal with orcs, but a banshee?
Did she give us a time that when it's due?
No. Basically, when you get a chance to.
I think if we are to deal with this banshee, we should probably ask somebody who has some information about it, so that we know how to deal with it.
As long as you come showing that, bringing this gift and asking a question, she should not be hostile to you, unless you are hostile to her.
I'm just going to give Gregory the hardest stare when I hear.
Same.
What? Why is everyone looking at me?
Sahar will nod at Sister Garael and will say, I understand, sister. It is always good to be prepared.
Yes, that's very wise.
I'll ask her more about her goddess, if she can tell us a little bit more about her.
Oh, well, of course. Her goddess is Timora, goddess of luck and good fortune.
I'll ask if she has any amulets or tokens of her goddess that she has prepared.
Well, she does have a couple, like, holy symbols, which are, like, little amulets.
Yeah, kind of like, people carry like a lucky rabbit's foot. Does she have like a talisman or something we could possibly take with us?
Well, why would you need to take that, though?
Why?
Yes.
Well, because we can never have too much good luck or fortune.
Oh, you could always pray at the shrine. It's right outside my house.
Thanks, but I'm kind of more of a believer in Myraku.
Oh, okay then. I'm out. Excuse me. I leave to go pray at the Shrine of Luck.
Okay.
I bow my head and follow right after.
I would, but Myraku's very wrathful on people that pray to other gods, so...
I follow teachings of Nasser and the Yellow Goddess, but I don't know if you know these deities as I do.
Most likely not. Uncle Stein always told me, as long as you got Myraku, you don't really need anything else.
So who is going to pray at the shrine?
I will.
Same.
Sahar will not.
Okay, so... do either of you make offerings?
I will put a gold piece down, and Ben will scurry out with his one copper piece and put that there for him.
Okay. Roll a religion check. Okay. Does Corn put anything down?
I'll put down like 5 silver.
Okay.
I'm sorry, 5 gold, not silver.
5 go. Okay. Wow. Okay. You both have a good feeling. Your rat rolled a 5 for his religion check. He also rolled. Yeah, you have a good feeling.
then will bow his tiny little rat head and scurry back into my pocket.
Okay.
I'll give a nod to Corn as I get up to go back to our companions and the sisters. Oh, can I hold my rat out signing? Can she bless him? Or is she not that type of...
What kind of blessing would you like?
Longevity, evasiveness, anything that will help keep him alive and
I can provide longevity.
I will whisk Ben quickly away from him, glaring at him, baring my...
Well, I can certainly say a prayer for him. And she'll hold out her hand and just hold it on top of Ben's head. Say a quick prayer.
Ben nods his head, almost like a thanks, and he looks at me. I'll thank her for her time, give her a gold coin, and walk out.
Oh, that's mighty kind of you. Thank you.
Sahar will turn to Gregory and say, there's a difference between longevity and forsaking the natural order of life and death.
Well, you best hope Maru doesn't hear that.
Who grabbed the cone? It just dawned on me. Did anyone?
I'll take it.
Of all people, I don't think I want to give it to Gregory.
Yeah, Gregory, I don't think you're getting that comb with...
I will take it and put it in the pouch with Ben. So Ben now has his silver piece and...
Okay. And would you like to take a 5 to 10 minute break here?
Ah, man, I just that's what I should have done.
IRL or in-game?
IRL. Actual break.
That's fine.
I wouldn't
Cool.
mind.
Because we've been here for 2 hours.
Cool.
Alright, folks, we'll be back in 5 to 10 minutes. Don't go away. And if you haven't already,
I'm
be
not
sure to...
bothering anyone with how I'm playing Gregor, am I?
No, man.
No.
Personally, no. But
not
Sahar
really.
has some strong feelings.
That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping to hurt your character's feelings, not yours.
Oh, no.
You just threatened to kill my rat to bring him back, so she's not going to be too happy with...
In Gregor's eyes, he would grant him eternal life.
I didn't realize what I should have done, and I should have, for the prayer, I realized what I should have offered.
Yeah, no, me too. It probably may have just worshipped Rock. Oops.
And if you're tuning in today,
So,
I do a celebration this
the
week.
deities that Sahar worships, she knows them by the
I'll be right back.
names that her people call them. But some of them have names that normal people would be familiar with. Like the Yellow Goddess, as she knows it, other people know as Amanitor. And then the god she knows is Koza is Talos. So
So the real question now we need to figure out is what are we going to do first?
what?
Like, what do we take care of first? It's like 3 different issues.
Yeah, we should probably discuss that in character.
Okay.
Just don't want it to be a little confusing with us decide beforehand, and it's just like, yeah, we all decided this.
Yeah.
By the way, I bet surprising no one, Maru is the goddess of the undead.
Not really.
Yeah. Nasser is god of dead. but there's not exactly a lot of information on him because it's just a Badine deity. So
Oh, he would not get along with Maru then. Mostly because they're kind of the opposites, like a god of dead and the god of undead.
I feel like if we had that war cleric, he would be like fighting you like every single second he can.
Hmm.
I think
I think this is the first religionist character I think I've ever made. I normally play bards or wizards who, they normally just do their own thing.
I'm fine with having religious characters. I just don't like it when they get like too overbearing.
I mean, like, it only came up right now because we're kind of in a sacred place, but...
Oh yeah.
Like, it's not a big thing for him, it's just... there are stories of Maru smiting people that have prayed to other gods, so...
yeah. Okay, so the four main gods that Sahar's people worship, their names for them are Atar, Koza, Ela, and Nasser. And then in regular deity terms, it's Amantur, Talos, Saloon, and I think Nasser is supposed to be it's either Sirik, Mraikul, or Jurgal. So
I got cookies.
I'm all out of coconut cookies.
I got M&M.
But I have plenty of soda. Mm. I don't know, I guess it's not really a big deal if we decide where we go next now. I'm personally in favor of the, Well, it's a good thing we're taking a break, because I gotta go for like a second. I'll be back in like 2 or 3 minutes.
Alright, man. I am back,
Okay.
by the way.
After that,
Question about that orchard.
Yes.
Is it an actual orchard, or is it that guy's personal orchard?
Let me look.
I would think it's its own personal orchard.
By the way, Sky, how are you making your letterings orange like that in the side?
you do /EM and then whatever you want to do.
EM and not ME?
Yes, it's for emote.
Oh, I was in /ME. But okay. It works the same way pretty much. As far as I know.
Hey.
Well, that'll work then. Anyway, the orchard is pretty much, like, it's not a private thing. I think the people that do that just make a small living off of it, pretty much.
And I go to the orchard to pick a few fruits to take with me to the inn.
You can buy a couple for like a copper. You can get enough for your party and for a copper.
For A or 8?
1 copper.
Okay, I'll do that. And do they have like any little crab apples or grapes for
Yeah,
Oh, that's wonderful.
pretty much just normal ones.
So I learned that Nasser is also Jurgal. And when I looked up Jurgal, it says he's referred to as the Lord of the End of Everything. It says he never angers and always speaks in a disembodied, chilling voice. He cares little for anything besides an orderly accounting of the fate of the world as it slowly sinks into death.
Is this a neutral god? Or an evil one?
Lawful neutral.
Okay.
I will go ahead and spend that copper piece to get all of us some fruits and start heading back to the inn. And what's the sleeping giant? I'm trying to figure out.
That's the home.
That's
to
the red brand thing place.
Oh, it's a home.
Not a home, but a hangout.
It's their nesting place.
Now that the guy who was hunting me down is no longer with us, can I just walk around and see if anybody looks interesting?
There really isn't much of interest. When everyone's back, I will go over stuff that you may have learned at the orchard
Oh, man.
by speaking with the doing your way of speaking with the gentleman that lives there.
Okay, so apparently, sorry, I'm reading about this Jurgle god guy, and apparently the last day of the year is a holiday for this guy called the Night of Another Year. And basically all the clerics of his read every name whose death they have recorded from the scrolls they have carefully inscribed over the past year. And then after that they cry, 1 year closer! And then they file all the scrolls, and then work begins the next day.
That's amazing. Death is a sacred thing.
I'm back. Sorry, that took long.
Alright, so we got everyone back. Is Shadowpup back?
Yep, Man's here.
Okay, so as you guys are just perusing around, Mila heads over to the Ettermath Orchard. The purveyor of said establishment is half-elf, a silver-haired half-elfin man. He's a retired adventurer. A little bit of small talk. You learn that he's concerned about the red brands, and he'd love to see someone just teach him a lesson. It's about time that someone took care of his their leader, a man named Glassstaff.
Glassstat master or Glassstat leader?
Glassstaff. It's in the I typed it out.
He's not my master, right?
No, he is someone else.
Copy.
Your old master was just a regular Joe, pretty much. A little tougher than the others, but
Does Darren know anything about the orcs or have any information about maybe the band?
he doesn't have any information about that. He does tell you that the Red Brand's safe house is Tresendar Manor, which is over there.
What about the sleeping giant?
That's where their hangout is. That's where they hang around typically. But he also does mention that he has heard some stories from prospectors in the hills northeast of Phandelver that someone's digging around the ruins known as Old Owl Well. And more disturbingly, several prospectors have reported that being chased from the area by undead. He does ask if you wouldn't mind the extra work to go there and see what they're up to. You don't have to deal with them. You just have to pretty much see what they're up to.
Was she the one that came here?
Did anyone follow?
I don't think I would follow.
Yeah, sure. If like half the group is going, I would go.
Yeah, Sahar would have went with her.
Okay, so you do learn about this.
The undead. So that's my specialty.
He says that the old ruins, there's an old watchtower that of an ancient magical empire known as the Netheril. I'll type that out too.
Sahar's eyes will widen.
He worries that dangerous magic might be dormant there.
And then after he says that, Sahar will like squint her eyes at him like,
Well, I do like magic.
He would just like to know what's going on up there.
I say this takes priority. What about anyone else?
Priority of everything. You want to go there right now.
Dude, we can take care of the red brands first, but like, this is definitely like a key stopping point for me at some point.
And that is what you learn while you're there.
I'll put the copper piece on his table and I go out to pick up the apples for our...
Very well. You also get one for Ben.
We get what?
You also get one for Ben.
And
Yes.
beer.
That'll feed him for a week.
Yeah, sort of.
I feel like doing this, I may just create Ben a Facebook page.
Nice.
Oh my goodness.
Yo.
So, would you say that Sahar has at least a little bit of knowledge of the Netheril since her people worship mainly like Netherese gods?
You can roll a history check with advantage in that case.
Okay.
It's a good thing you had advantage, huh?
Yeah.
You do know some things. More than what I know. That's probably some deep lore somewhere in the Faerun stuff that I don't know, unfortunately.
Yeah, I've been delving into it a little bit with these god names.
Only that they were like an ancient, they were an ancient civilization, sort of. And there are occasional ruins.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and unlock that on our map. Okay, you were told where the orcs were, so I'll unlock that as well.
Well, my vote for what we do next would either be the Red Brands or the Orcs. How's everyone else feeling?
I'm feeling that the Banshee is the last thing we should do.
Have y'all made it to the inn? By now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Someone else got something they want to do.
So, what are you doing in the inn?
Is there any gambling going on?
You know what? Sure, there's some small, very low stakes gambling going on.
Gregor would join.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a d100.
Okay. Hey, come on, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy. 42.
Let's say you're up against a few people. You're not going to get a whole lot, but it's for fun.
Oh, fair, fair.
You get only like 5 copper.
I'll take it.
And
I'm
you
in
also, from speaking with these fine gentlemen, you do learn a rumor.
Ooh, I do love gossip.
You learn that the Red Brands hassle every business in town except for the Phandelver Miners Exchange. They don't want trouble with Halia Thornton, who runs it.
Ooh. Why is that?
They don't know. I spelled that wrong.
Well, I will relay that information to the group. Everyone, when the Red Brand doesn't like Halia Thornton, any trouble with them, the mines aren't getting touched by any of this like harassment they're doing.
Maybe this Thornton is the leader of the Red Mane.
That's insanity.
I smirk, quirking my eyebrows, tossing my head a little bit, pretty much motioning to this pay it.
That may not be too wise. If the Red Brands fear Miss Halia, she's probably the most powerful person in town.
And if they fear her, they probably don't want to be around her, so she may be an ally.
Or she's a bigger threat.
Just go and say hi, I sign.
It might be that.
Sorry, go on.
It might be that she's just like an average day miner, and like they don't really care. Maybe she just gives them what they want and just moves on. I don't know.
Does anybody else? What does everybody else do during this?
I see that. Sorry, go ahead.
So, like, tonight, so... Oh, I'm going to be... are we still renting the same room for the time, or are past?
I mean, it's probably around, like, dinner time.
Sahar will go down to the bar and order some food as well as some ale.
Okay.
Or not ale, wine.
I'm gonna order some food as well.
A bowl of your finest gruel, and a second one for my little goblin friend here.
Is the line shield still open?
Yes, they might be for, like, another hour.
Can I quickly run over there?
Sure, what would you like to get?
Mostly, I want to make sure, first of all, they got all their stuff back from the cave safely. They didn't fall into any of those traps.
I think you probably would have told him. You could have just told him about where the traps were. It might take them more than a day to get all that down here.
And what type of merchandise do they typically carry?
They carry weapons and armor, pretty much.
Would they have anything like chainmail?
Yes, they would.
How much is a chainmail?
Chainmail is, I think, like 50, 55 gold. Chainmail is 75 gold.
What about daggers? Do they have anything beyond a basic dagger?
No, they do not.
How much is the heavy crossbow if I try to sell it to them?
Let's see, heavy crossbow. Roll a straight charisma check. Oh, not bad. They will give you 20 gold for it.
Why do I have two things rolling at the same time? Oh, and I'd share that 20 gold with every...
Oh,
Yeah,
you
I
rolled a
see
2. You rolled a 2. Okay, 15 gold. You accidentally clicked it twice.
I
Because
only did that before, so I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
it may be a little bit delayed. But you get 15 gold from it.
So I guess everybody will get 3, and I'll put the last 3 in the party fund.
Alright, and Sahar and Corin make perception checks, since you are getting food and drinking.
Alright.
Alright, so both of you hear this. You hear the innkeeper's wife, who is going around, like, delivering food and stuff. That Theldendrar... a local woodcarver stood up to the Redbrands a 10-day ago when they came by his shop and leered at his wife. The ruffians murdered him. Several townsfolk saw it happen. The Redbrands grabbed his body, and now his wife, daughter, and son have gone missing too.
Sahar will sigh into her wine goblet. And we'll try to flag her down when she comes.
Oh, yes, can I help you?
Hi, yes, I heard you talking about this Dendrar fellow and his family.
Oh, yes, quite tragic. He was recently murdered and his family was disappeared.
You say the Redmanes were behind this.
Yes, the Redbrands were seen doing the deed, unfortunately.
Do you know if anybody might have any more information about it?
It's hard to say. I don't think... I mean, I only heard it, and I don't know if anyone really knows what happened to them.
Do you think there'd be a way for me and my compatriots to take a look around his housing? Or maybe just to see if we might find out what happened.
I don't think it would hurt. There's not really any guards here, unfortunately, that would have done an investigation, so... I mean, you're more than welcome to look, I guess.
Where is his house from you?
Oh, it's across the street from the Townmaster's Hall and the Loin Shield Coster. Right there.
Okay, I will talk to my people about it, and we will try to figure out what happened.
Well, the townsfolk will be much appreciative of that.
Sahar nods and goes back to her food.
All right.
She's gonna wait until everybody is back together to talk about.
Does anybody else have any plans for this for the time being?
Not really. I was going to wait for our next long rest to cast the spell, but
I mean, you can do it as a ritual, so it just takes an hour and 10 minutes or however long.
I mean, I have the spell slots, and that's why I'm saying I'm waiting for our next long rest. I can get the spell slot back all at once.
And if that's what you want to do, that's fine.
It can wait. Moxie's not a priority.
Well, I think it's dinner time. We're about to go to sleep for a long rest, so.
I'm saying if you're going to talk to me, like, I'm still here.
It is early evening.
I'll head back to the inn.
All right.
Are we in the inn?
We can say everybody's together again, if you wish to discuss.
As
Yeah.
soon as Mela comes back in, she will motion over towards everyone else to come to where she is sitting.
I will come over and sit by your side.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know what kind of things you've been hearing, but recently I heard that this Dendraw fellow was recently murdered by the Red Brands. I think he was the woodworker, and his family has gone missing, and I told the innkeeper's wife that we might try to find out what happened to them.
I'm gonna absent-mindedly rub my fingers over the scarred numbers on my.
Sahar will turn to Mela and say, if you have such bad memories against these Red Brand people, I think you would want to keep other people from experiencing the same or worse fates.
I give her a determined look, shaking my head up and down as a solemn yeah.
Sahar will turn expectantly to Gregory and Corin.
I'm up for taking down some Red Brand. I even have a plan.
Please don't tell me it's to grease everybody.
Mila already pulls out her sword.
No, that's plan B.
Plan A is, hello.
Plan
see
A
that.
is, Mela, the Red Brand wants you, right?
Mila!
Mila. Yeah, the Red Brand wants you, right?
It was only that one guy.
Yeah.
Do we know if the Red Brands are in the slave trade, or is it just that one guy who?
We got 3 costumes. Three of us could dress up and take the other 2 in as slaves or captives or whatever.
You don't know if they deal in slave trade or not.
Can we ask around?
I think the first order of business would be to look around the Dendra's home to see if there's anything amiss. Maybe some clues as to where they went.
Ben will peek his head out of the pouch and his little nose will twitch like he's smelling.
Good, we should check that out then.
Yeah, I feel like we should definitely take care of these red brands. This is ridiculous.
They've been causing too much trouble in this town.
Did she say there was guards by the...
There are no cards.
Hey, is someone messing with my sheet?
Yeah, you didn't have level 2, so I just fixed it for you.
Oh, okay, sorry.
That's fine.
I was just looking at the screen, all of a sudden it starts flashing, and I'm like, what's going on? Alright, so we don't have to do it at nighttime then, like, we don't have to do it stealthy-like. So, do we want to take a rest? It's been a long day.
That would very much help me with my magics. And unless you want to run in with your wizard only got one spell left in him.
You could have said that you had a short rest, so...
Oh, yeah, that'll fully bring up my magic. Okay, I'm good for a fight.
I'm going to write a note and pass it to Gregory. It says, if you say hello when we're trying to be quiet, I will hit...
I got an even better thing. We go into the crime scene as Red Brand.
I just stare at Gregory. What will that accomplish?
No one will really question it.
Ben will run out of the pocket real fast to find a red napkin and put it around him coming...
I guess I've been volunteered as one of the disguises.
I'm
Yeah.
not sure how I feel about the disguise. I think the red brands would know what their people look like.
They got like a bunch of people. I doubt they know a single face.
Yeah, Ben's just holding his red napkin up proudly like he's in the sky.
So you all head down to the woodworker's house?
I'm going.
Yeah.
Would the Lion Shield Coaster still be open?
At this hour, probably not.
Okay.
Sahar will quickly finish up her dinner and head out. And she will show them where the innkeeper's wife told her the woodworker's house was.
Can I quickly stash her wine glass in my bag?
Sahar's?
Yeah, the one that she just finished.
Roll a sleight of hand.
Oh, snap!
You have a wine glass that Sahar has used.
You never know when we need a distraction.
I got that covered.
Ben sniffs it and licks a little bit of what's left in the glass.
I quickly get away.
You hear a small hiccup.
I decide to go to look for a piece of cheese.
Alright, so you head down to the woodworkers. How are you approaching?
I'm gonna... As we're walking down the street towards it, I'm just gonna nonchalantly look around to see if I see any of the red brands.
I'm also doing the same as well.
Make perception checks.
I'll go in the front, just being quiet, just keep my eyes peeled.
I like how it was both a nat 1 and a nat 20.
Yeah, that's great, isn't it?
He turns his head, hearing the hiccuping Ben, distracted by his cuteness, but over Ben's shoulder he spots something rushing towards them.
No, he is keen on thinking that Ben is really a red brand. Oh, no, he thinks that is the best disguise ever.
Probably.
Ben tries to look as shifty as possible.
All right, you don't really notice any red brands around. This might be may seem a little odd, but you don't see any.
Alright. Sahar will sidle up to the front of the house and kind of peek in one of the windows to see if she sees anybody inside.
As you approach the woodworker shop, you do notice that a couple of the windows are shattered. The door seems to be busted in and almost torn off its hinges. And then inside there's glass inside on the floor from where the window was shattered. You see just bits of furniture and stuff just strewn about, but without going inside you don't really see much.
Alright, she will head inside and basically she's just looking for anything that might hint at where the family might have gone.
Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Can I look at the floor, see if maybe there's a cellar or a trap door on the floor somewhere since he was a wood?
You may also roll investigation.
I'm going to ritual cast Speak to Animals.
And I'm going to ritual cast Detect Magic.
Okay, so Corin and Gregory are just sitting in the center of one of the rooms with like nothing. Okay, but this place is pretty sacked. Mila, you really don't find, you guys, even with your combined efforts, you really don't find much. They all, like, almost everything seems to be gone. Most of their possessions, any gold they may have had. The only thing that you do find is a decent short bow. Just a brand new short bow. That's about all you find.
I'll take it.
Do I see any clothing around?
You see, yeah, there's some clothing like in where you would assume is like in a bedroom, but it's kind of everywhere on the floor. Not in a dresser where it should be.
Like, enough to where they didn't pack clothes as if they were leaving?
You get the sense that if they left, it was not by choice.
It's gonna be a long shot, but can Ben smell their scent?
He can
That's what I was about to ask.
certainly try. You can roll a 1d20.
Rats don't have keen smell, right?
I am going to look that up because I don't know.
I feel like they do.
I know they have dark vision up to 30 feet.
Oh,
Strong Ben Red Brand! Works
Yeah,
every time.
they have advantage on wisdom checks that rely on smell.
So in that case, yes, but you rolled high enough. In his slightly drunken state, he does seem to catch a scent.
I put him down with his makeshift twine leash and just kind of let him take the lead a little bit, pointing at the rat with the thumbs up to let the people know he's on.
I can hear him.
Wait, is your ritual done?
It takes a minute.
It takes 10 minutes.
Well, if that's the case, Ben's like, do all the hard work. Nobody loves me. They take away my water. But look, I'm scary now. I take them there. Then I get all the wine.
Alright, I need to change a couple things real quick, so give me a second.
Apparently it is 10 minutes. Dang.
Ben
It's
trips
one-
over his own foot.
It's 1 minute if you cast it using a spell slot.
He does lead you somewhere.
I keep a sharp lookout everywhere to make sure nothing's going to attack him as he's leading us somewhere.
For a second, for a little while, you think he's going nuts, but tell me if you can see my ruler. Can you see my ruler?
Yeah.
Yes.
I see it.
Basically, this is the trail he leads you on. Goes down this way to the farm, just around this corner. Down this way, and around this way. Past this little tree line here. And this takes a while, because this is a long distance, but after a while, you come out about 100 feet that way, to the west, or east, rather. My apologies. And you find a tunnel.
And all the while he's leading us, he is singing a drunken show tune medley that he's heard Korn play on.
I'm the only one who can hear this.
And I'm pointing out random magical trinkets I see,
Of which you see none.
so I stay quiet.
I need to do
Sahar is just like following with like a serious face and keeping an eye out for like any red brand.
Ben's gonna start yawning, looking around. He looks at me, just asking me for wine, but I have no idea what he's asking for.
I tell him no.
He looks at you unexpectedly. You can hear me?
You know this already.
Stop snoring at nighttime. You're louder than the crow.
Don't snore.
Don't speak ill of the dead.
You can't understand him.
Nah, I can't understand them. Sorry.
So yeah, you find what looks like a tunnel that leads westward toward the manor.
Can I see any footprints? Do I know how many people have taken this tunnel?
It looks kind of slightly well traveled.
Do I see any small feet like of children?
No, but you can roll a survival check. You don't really notice anything different or unusual.
Because didn't they say it was the wife and the kids?
Yes, the husband was killed.
But there was kids.
Yes.
They might have carried the kid so that he wouldn't have to leave tracks.
I'm
Hey,
gonna
though.
pick. Sorry, go ahead.
Either way, we should definitely take a look into this.
Ben's going to yawn and take off his harness to crawl up into Corin's guitar and just fall asleep in the inside of his guitar.
We know where they are. They are in the manor. I think we should return to the inn and get a night's sleep and prepare. Because I don't think we're ready to take on the main group quite yet.
I think the main group's in the manor. I think this is just a small group out here.
I
My
agree
thought-
with that.
My thought is the tunnel leads to the manor. It's kind of like a back entrance.
Can I go a little bit into the tunnel, listening very hard to see if I hear anything deeper?
Try as you might, you don't really hear anything, but you do, except like a cool a breeze sound.
And
It goes quite deep and past your dark vision.
So there's no light as well.
Correct.
Can I sign to Sahara saying, give me 2 minutes and go a little bit deeper into the...
Sahara will sigh, and then after like a couple seconds, nod at her. Just hurry up.
Do you want me to grease you up in case anyone finds you?
I throw a stone at his head, and then I stealthily and quietly go deeper into the tunnel, keeping my back pressed against the...
I keep watch.
All right. Mila, roll a stealth check. Okay, not bad. You slowly make your way through this small tunnel that has been carved out of the earth.
All the while I'm listening and seeing if I see anything that help me understand what's...
Hang on, I gotta check something really quickly.
Ben is quietly snoring in the guitar.
There's just something I'm trying to figure out about this particular area real quick.
I have grease at the ready.
Of course you do.
While he's looking this up, check out our store that we don't have, but if you want to give us money, we'll sure to take it. No, I was kidding. Sorry about that. Who else watches Critical Role? Just curious.
I do.
I've seen a few episodes.
I do.
Yeah, it seems to be.
I like TFS at the table better.
I'm not caught up though. So.
I stopped watching TFS. I kind of lost interest. I do watch the Unexpectables though.
Like, without spoilers, is it because of Wake?
No. It's just not my cup of tea.
I'm watching both campaigns at the same time because I'm listening to campaign 1 at work, and then I watch campaign 2 when I get home with my fiance.
Oh, I think I'm on episode 105.
Jeez.
So.
I'm currently watching some Thrilling Intent.
Every time, like, I think I did something wrong on the computer, I'll just remember to zoom out now because of last week. And every time I do that, I think, learn from my mistakes I did.
Thrilling Intent from Third Wheel, friend.
What was that?
I was talking to Snub.
All right,
Which is
as you slowly make your way down this tunnel, it eventually ends into this large cavern-like area. A cold breeze fills this large natural cavern, carrying with it the faint scent of decaying flesh. A crevasse divides the cavern and is flanked by 2 rough stone columns that support the 20-foot-high ceiling. 2 arched wooden bridges span the chasm. And since you rolled really high on your stealth check, you see this very strange-looking creature.
Oh man.
Do I know what this creature is?
Roll an Arcana check. You do know what this is, but you do not know much about them. This is called a Nothic.
Nothic?
Yes. And I do have a handout for you. That is what
Oh,
this thing looks like.
There's more to the map. I didn't scroll down. That makes more sense.
Oh man, that's not nice.
It's adorable.
It has one large, yellowish green, almost glowing eye. It has protrusions on its back that almost appear like stone-like.
Is he pacing in a pattern, or do I see him like, is he guarding, or does he have any erratic behavior?
He is picking his nose.
Not the best behavior, but doesn't seem like a guard. Okay.
Hard to tell.
That being said, I'm going to quietly exit and go back to my companions to let them know what I have observed so far. Is there, before I leave, is there any lights in there? Can I see farther, or is that all?
It's pretty dark in here. Doesn't really seem to be much of a light source.
Can I try and figure out what it is by the way she's describing it to us?
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and leave and get back to my companions outside the tunnel, so this guy doesn't see.
I would say because of your hatred for magic, and this is a magical creature, they are also kind of rare, so I would say no.
Okay.
Well, what about us?
You also only had a description, like physical description, so you would have to roll. If you are trained in Arcana, you have to roll with a disadvantage.
Did you say if you're not or if you are?
If you are trained in Arcana, you can roll, but with disadvantage.
Okie doke. 10.
You got no idea.
Is there a library of sorts in this town? Oh wait, you said the Endermath used to be an adventure?
Yes, it did.
I think what Mila would do is head back to the inn to sleep for the night, and then the next morning go to either Endermath or the Lion Shield to see if they have any suggestions.
Also, if we're going back to the inn to sleep, if you guys don't mind, I kind of need to wrap it up because I gotta make dinner before work. Before I get to bed.
Yeah, this is a good time to stop, I think, with a long rest.
By the way, I also do the ritual.
Yeah, so Moxie is back. You guys slowly make your way back without being seen. You have discovered the secret entrance to the Trisendar Manor. Congratulations.
Ben is still asleep in Corin's guitar with his red napkin disguise of a red.
Probably pull him out at some point while he's asleep.
Can you reach him inside your guitar?
I'd imagine I can.
Just do it like a guitar pick, just like you gotta trick the edges.
No, see, what you do is you make it completely flat, and then you flip it over as fast as you can. So
I got a raven back. I could just have it go after it.
You do that, you'll get a dagger in the stomach.
You'll get a shovel to the head.
Not if you're dead.
Not if you're on fire.
All right, so yeah, things that you managed to escort Seldar back. You got some pay. You learned of a few potential jobs that could lead to pay or potions. You found the secret entrance to the manor. And Mila is no longer shackled by the fear of that one man anymore.
I have killed my old master, and there's a little backstory to it, but I'm just glad I killed that son of a bitch.
My offer to Hyria still stands.
I like having her as a mute.
Fair enough.
Yeah. All right, so how does everybody look for next week? Because it's the holiday, just before the holiday.
I know I'm not working Wednesday because the truck's coming at a different time.
I'm purposely leaving on Thanksgiving Day, so I would be for this game. So yes, I am readily available. If I will.
Not working.
I can't quite remember right now, but I will remind myself tomorrow and message in Discord. So
As long as everyone can be here, we will have a session. I will try to get another person after I learn if we can, play it next week. Because I don't want to do the manor without everyone. And this is also a very good place to get another member. Very good spot.
Yeah, I'm sure plenty of people hate the red brand.
Oh, also it's easier to bring them in game,
yeah.
I still think Halia. Is it Halia or Halia? Who?
However you want to pronounce it.
Aaliyah?
I think Halia sounds cool. Yeah. Maybe Halia would.
Well, we already have the best NPC we could ask for, Spear.
What do you do with this current situation? Actually, has he been with us this whole time, considering?
Has he? He pretty much follows Gregory around like a dog, so.
So yes.
I kind of picture him a little bit as like Jar Jar Binks right now.
I picture him more like Dobby.
Maybe he's like a mix between the two.
I actually picture it's more like a mixture between Dobby and some kind of rabid dog.
Rabid Dobby.
And yes, 2 days after you rest, it'll be 2 more days until the armor is done for Ben.
Yes, Ben will be getting armor. I am so excited.
I should get familiar armor.
Yeah, suddenly your bird can't fly. I wonder why.
But it can hold a sword.
Wait, no, we should build Moxie a saddle so Ben can ride Moxie as a back.
No, even better, we build a saddle for Ben. Ride Ben in the back.
Damn it, crush Ben!
Charge!
No, if Ben ever goes off a cliff or something, Moxie can just start flying. Just carry them both.
I can see now the bird sitting on the rat, and the rat slowly, clawing his way forward, trying his best to go.
Yeah, fun times.
Also, go ahead.
I'm so Grease. Next time, though.
Soon, Gadget.
Yeah, go, Gadget, Grease.
Okay, 2 things. A, I should have, in retrospect, I realized that I could have just used the actual Jade Frog for an offering.
Oh, that's right, you still had that thing.
Yeah, I forgot about it. It's fine.
All right, so that's a session, everyone. Look forward to seeing you all next week, hopefully. And yeah, thanks to everyone who joined in chat and is watching. If you haven't already and are following, please go ahead and enter the raffle. That includes all of you that are playing with me. Our players. Giving away a $20 Steam game. A celebration for reaching affiliate. On Friday.
Woo.
I'm gonna pretend I know what that means.
Yeah. On Friday, I'm going to start streaming Mass Effect 3, a blind playthrough.
I'm actually off on Friday.
Oh.
So yeah, good night, everyone.
Good night.
Later.
Sleep tight, little ones.